just might be back.
I think you're right.
Matters of Life and Dating. Screens tonight on the Hallmark Channel.
Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. It's a long time since I've been to confession. I'm going to hell, Father.
And why do you say that?
Last night, someone murdered my daughter. No one knows who did it yet, but I'll never forgive him.
Forgiveness is never easy. It may take time. It may take years. But we must do it. We're commanded.
That's why I'm going to hell. I'll never forgive him. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him.
I want you to pray with me.
Can't do that. Never be able to do what I've got to do.
Then why did you come here?
I don't know. I don't know. I just thought there might be one reason why I shouldn't kill him.
Pat, you know you're not alone.
There's not a reason. I'm going to hell gladly.
Naturally, we are devastated by the events of last night and the brutal shooting of Senior Constable Margaret Doyle, but I can assure you that every effort is being made to apprehend those responsible for this callous act. Doyle's family and her colleagues, and our sincere appreciation to the members of the community for their support shown to the Victoria Police at this difficult time. Thank you.
She saved my life. God in heaven, she saved my life. I'm sorry, Tom.
Oh, there's nothing to be sorry about. Make a word. Nick, I've been thinking about what you said about Maggie and the witness protection.
Mate, I think she was just trying to make things easier for you, for the both of you. She wanted you to have a life, PJ. Believe me, if you two had walked off into the sunset together, I'd be the happiest man alive right now.
Does the ESD know anything about PJ's story that he was going on witness protection with Doyle?
That wasn't our understanding. As far as we were concerned, she was going alone. Which doesn't mean they hadn't made some private arrangement to reunite when Doyle was in place.
I only figured out yesterday that Doyle was going on witness protection. Certainly didn't know about PJ, but it's a logical assumption. I mean, those two couldn't possibly live apart.
You have a problem with that, Sergeant?
There's a pattern emerging. I don't like it.
A pattern of what?
Evasion on PJ's part. They had a break-up day before yesterday he didn't tell us anything about. When asked about it, his explanation was possible but not probable. He was the first on the crime scene, and we only have his word that Doyle...
Hang on a minute, Paul.
I'm trying to look at this the way I would any other murder. Do you think this is easy for me, Tom? He's an old mate. I spent all night going over it in my mind, and the evidence kept stacking up. He handled Doyle's gun.
I would have secured it too, and so would you.
He said there was a message on his answer machine.
Why would he say there was a message if there wasn't?
Because he needed to come up with an explanation why an experienced copper like Maggie would go to the rail yards on her own.
There could be innocent explanations for all of these things.
Yeah, I would love to believe that, but I'm running out of options. The idea that this was a contract killing doesn't stand up. Whoever did it had plenty of time, so why did they make such a botched job of it? And since when does a professional killer leave his victim alive? Well, we have to face the fact that PJ's in the frame.
Anything on the weapon?
3 rounds recovered from Doyle's body.
I thought she was shot 5 times.
2 went straight through, sir. Also recovered from crime scene. They're .38s. Gone to ballistics. If the weapon has a history, we'll know by the end of today.
38s.
No shell casings were recovered, so it may mean a revolver.
A service revolver.
Look, we can't discount the possibility of a professional job here. I mean, especially considering Doyle's recent history.
I know we don't like to think that a fellow member is involved here, but the type of weapon is
There
suggested.
are thousands of 38s floating around out there. This is ridiculous.
Tom, there cannot be any suggestion that we are trying to look after one of our own here.
I'm not suggesting that. I'm just asking what leads we are pursuing.
We're still trying to track down this Stewie Forbes, but so far we haven't turned up anything. I've asked E24 to put out an all-states broadcast. Tom, I'm not ruling anything out.
It sounds like you are.
Just following the leads as they come up.
Some of which may be going cold while we pursue PJ. Yeah, I mean, what about Maggie's house burning down? Surely we should get the arson squad to reopen their investigation. I mean, the original finding was accidental, but, I mean, you'd have to wonder now, wouldn't you?
Well, that seems like a perfectly reasonable suggestion.
Makes more sense than investigating PJ.
Please, Tom, I know this is difficult for you. It's difficult for all of us. This is homicide's case. They have to pursue it in any way they see fit.
Well, the first thing we have to do is check Hasham's weapon.
This isn't right.
What?
There's a weapon missing. It's been signed in, but it's not there.
That's my mistake, boss. No excuses. Maggie normally does the equipment check, but I just forgot yesterday.
Which weapon?
Number 256. It's been signed back in by Hashem.
Found it.
PJ, your weapon's
I went
missing.
to Maggie's house and I found it in the ashes.
PJ, you are not listening. Your weapon is missing from the safe.
Oh, it can't be. Oh, I signed it back in.
It's not there now.